Now is the time where reality and insanity fall into one plane. Whether the stories torment you or simply fall into memory is entirely up to you. You are the factor that will make either this story real or a mere fantasy, for I am just the messenger from another time and world. But now the time draws near. The translucent hour. The future. An unknown entity that is only shown to us one day at a time. It brings with it the hope of tomorrow and the fear of the unknown. Mankind has always strived to create a future that they can conceive but also control. Now is the time to take a look at the future of a little planet called Earth. The time, the translucent hour. This is a journal, translating the events that took place in the 21st century that created a brand new world from our old one. January 22nd, 2027. Dr. Higuro Seto and his team of scientists from Japan, America, Canada, and Britain begin work on a matter-energy transference machine. February 11th, 2033. First machine is tested successfully after over 100 failed tests. Controversy over the destructive nature of the technology ignites. July 18th, 2033. A catastrophic incident with an energy matter machine destroys the city of Hiroshima. A devastation not seen since the atomic bombs were dropped nearly 90 years prior. Japanese government officials moved to ban work on this technology, though Western powers urged them to allow it, despite the mishap. April 22nd, 2035. First sighting of infected individuals. Most are animals. Some humans are shown to be susceptible to infection. Most seen around the ruins of Hiroshima, which have not been rebuilt. May 13th, 2035. Northern Japan is split off from the southern half of the nation. Wide quarantine is enacted. Anarchy soon spreads through the infected regions. 15% of humans exposed to the disease are immune and show no side effects. 81.9% are affected fatally by the disease, which causes cancerous growths. 0.1% of those exposed are shown to successfully mutate. The virus is found to be a spreadable corruption of genetic material, which causes rapid mutations in infected individuals. All large animal life is soon infected. January 1st, 2040. 98% of all animals in Japan are wiped out. Ecosystems ruled entirely by infected individuals. May 8th, 2048. The Japanese Defense Force engages infected individuals to preserve quarantine. Coordinated attacks by infected humans and animals are seen. High levels of intelligence confirmed. May 10th. The same year. They failed, and the nation of Japan ceases to exist. October 13th, 2048. The United States carrier George W. Bush is attacked and sunk by an unknown force, later revealed to be a coordinated assault by the infected. Use of atomic weapons to destroy all life in Japan is considered, but denied. February 12th, 2052. Remaining inhabitants of Japan have appeared, by outward observers, to have begun adopting the infected into their religions. Part of this religion is a total weapons ban and the banning of violence against infected individuals. This is surprisingly efficient at ceasing conflict with infected individuals. April 2nd, 2055. Infected seem to have spread to North America. Military preparedness results in a far more contained infection. Hundreds of thousands of the United States, Canada, and Mexico die. March 11th, 2061. The United States Army begins experimenting with the combat powers of the infected animals, who are shown to have a friendly connection to humans who treat them well, much like dogs. Initial tests exceed expectations. Later the same year, China, Russia, Vietnam, and North Korea react by signing the Camus Pact, ensuring protection against the new utterly overpowered West. January 2nd, 2063. The Camus Alliance declares war on the United States. Infected used to great effect. November 9th, 2066. The war ends. Communist states are dissolved. China and Russia, and all of Asia, are now under the jurisdiction of NATO. Christmas Day, 2072. The once divided regions that were once Japan begin to open up to the outside world, mostly through scientific trade-off. February 1st, 2081. Japanese scientists sneak into heavily infected Brazil. They recover the DNA of one of the individuals believed to be one of the first infected. Beliefs are that the infected are actually the next phase in evolution, and to find one of the originals would better help their understanding. There are many tried and failed cloning attempts before a final experiment is successful. The result of this experiment, capable of self-induced energy matter transference, is responsible for the death of dozens before escaping. May 22nd, 2081. Ash Ketchum turns 10 years old and sets out on a quest to capture some of the strongest mutant animals known to man. Time sure does have a way of going against man's wishes. Science and time had gotten loose, and the only thing man could do was hold on. The future was cruel to the humans of the 21st century. One can only hope that it will be nicer to young Mr. Ketchum, where he may find himself at the translucent hour.